Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another challenge video here in Cities Skylines. We haven't done a challenge video in a while. It's been a bunch of Falls Town and kind of traffic experiments, but I want to try to attempt a challenge today, and I found this really cool one on the Steam Workshop. And all we got to do is make sure that our traffic is above 80%, so there is the element of the traffic challenge thrown in. But we've also got to increase the population too. Now we got some very big fail goals. Like if we reach any of these, we fail. If we play 200 weeks of the game, or if our population dips below 20,000. Now I like to know what's going to cause us to dip below 20,000. That's going to be quite exciting to find out. So there's going to be many ways in which we got to solve it. It doesn't look like there's much traffic at the moment, but there is quite a bit. I've seen a little bit of it. There is some backlogs for days here and there. And we're going to find a really good way to kind of solve it and pretty much fix it. So here is the little city. Then it's only a little small one, quite a little cool one. There's a few little issues we've got to try and solve along the way. We have money. We have a little bit of population. And of course, we have what looks like a lot of traffic. It is kind of being backed up. I can tell why. It's so simple and easy to see. There's all these little roads that cut in and they have to keep stopping with traffic lights. They connect up to the highway in two ways from this area, from what I can see. Now, is this connected? Yeah, that's connected there. The train track runs through the two connections to this section, which is also connected here, which has its own highway connection. Very weirdly, he has a subway connection right there. Okay. We weren't trying not to destroy too much of the integral part of the city, but we'll give it a go. We got over here some these crematoriums that are currently emptying right now, so we'll change that up. What's this? Do we have traffic routes? Is it a bus route? It's not like a subway route or anything like that, is it? Not sure what that's meant to be, but we'll figure it out a little bit later. So, these are the goals then. Let's take a quick look. Get our traffic flow up to 80%. Have our population over 35,000, or at least 35,000 anyway. So, we kind of floating around 22,000 at the moment. So, I think just to kind of save ourselves a little bit, we'll expand the city over here and over here just slightly, just to get a couple extra thousand to give us a little bit of a safety zone when it comes to the population level. So let's pause here for a second. So we'll do this, then we'll take a look at the traffic. I just want to make sure that we kind of semi-safe. So let's just bring this, I don't know, up to here. And what road have they been using up here? So it's just a normal, simple, basic... Wait, no, it's the... tree road. It is for this side anyway. It is for the higher density population area anyway. Right, okay, so I think, do you know what, that could actually be enough. Is it got water? Yes. So let's just kind of populate this with the high density good stuff. There we go. And let it kind of play now. That would just kind of give us a little bit of a safety zone. So while we get some population coming in, while it all eventually does move in and we just get an extra couple of thousand, let's take a look at the traffic then. So we have big issues over here. I can see straight away that people are crossing. So it might be good for us to create its own crossing path, if that makes sense. To keep them off this so we can get rid of traffic lights and have the traffic constantly flowing. That might be the best option for us. And the great thing about it is we can actually do it quite underneath, which is really cool. So again, let's put it into pause and let's try and do something cool here. So let's take off the snapping. Let's go for these beautiful little collision. And we have this kind of go under. And it's here where we'll bridge it up. Now, don't worry too much about how high it is. I'll bring it down ourselves anyway, so don't worry too much. And connect it over. Nice and simple with that. We might have some issues with then trying to cross these roads, but we see how they go for a second. We probably have to create something a little bit different too. So let's select both of these points. Let's bring this path down slightly. Now it's just solely to make them walk across there and round, rather than choosing the road. up here, because then we can like tell them there is no crossing whatsoever at these junctions. There we go on that one. No crossing whatsoever there. And then once the pedestrians understand their routes, look, they're already doing it. They know. They're smarty pants right now, aren't they, guys? They already know what's going down. So then we'll get rid of traffic lights. I'll get rid of traffic lights just there as well. Just kind of keep that flowing. And get rid of traffic lights just there as well. So that has ultimately, it hasn't solved any traffic issues, but we got rid of the traffic lights to allow the traffic to continually flow. And then we told the pedestrians to take the bridge so they're not crossing on some of these, slowing down traffic even more. But it won't solve everything. It won't solve everything. I will tell you that right now. So traffic moves then. We'll just let it do what it's got to do. But there is quite a few little points here. So why don't we say, with the junction restrictions, allow the traffic to back itself up. No crossing here, so we can have the traffic continually flow. I should have selected all these as well. Let it to kind of back itself up a bit. No crossing there, so they do it in other directions. Right, perfect. Okay, so that is the main kind of in and out route there that they seem to be using. We do have this one over here, which we'll take a quick look at now. So just take stuff off like traffic lights. They don't have to put traffic lights on that one. And just take it off that little point there as where they're all coming in. Glorious. Okay, so we've managed to gain an extra 1,000 residents already, which is really good. So let's see ways in which we can improve it. So there is a lot of there's a lot of load on this little connection here, and that's mainly because we do have the industrial area just over here. So it would be nice if we could have this maybe linked up to there as a secondary outlet road to not put too much pressure on it. I'm thinking that we do have this highway running through. So what if I created like an interchange here that came straight down to connect up to this as a way of bypassing going round and in to, you know, take some load off that. Already, what's my traffic flow at? 59%. That's what we currently at the moment. Right. So we do have this big lane here. Now, what if I upgraded this to a 6-laner? And I'll tell you why in just a second. Let me go to upgrade it. Now, if I use this as the through road, with it being so dense, and then... Now, this is the problem. Do I have it going through the railway, or do we have the railway going over it? Okay, what we'll do is have the railway going through it just for now. Oh, let me delete that. Put snapping on. Take off the collisions. I think I've broken that train there for a second. And then we'll have this running down so far, which doesn't actually run parallel, weirdly enough, with that. And then we'll create like interchange there. It connects this road, which will be a big through road into the center of the city, which hopefully can handle the traffic. We'll see what happens over here over time. We might upgrade these roads. There seems to be a lot of people walking through, but we can do some pretty cool stuff with that. Okay, pause. I gotta watch how much money I've got as well, because one, I don't have a lot. So your boy needs to be kind of careful. Right, let's go for something as simple, something as easy as this. And we'll place it... Right, we'll place it... I'm trying to get it... in line as much as possible. Let me delete that. And then we'll try again. So trying to get in his line as much as possible to that road it's going to come up. It's on a weird angle. Right. So straight over. Simple, easy. A little bit of a bend, but it's okay. It's okay. And then if I delete a little bit back here. Now this is a big main road that comes down for this area, which is also very close to this area too. So if we dropped in a roundabout. Now, if I kind of bring it in slightly. Like that. Alright, let me delete all this. This is shocking beyond belief. Right now. Wait, did I have that? Yeah, it's fine. I was going to say that for a second. What's going on, boys? Right, we'll go with this small... No, I don't really want a small one. I want the big one. But that's the issue that we have right now, is that it won't go in because of the size of it. And I really want to use the roundabout, to be honest. Right, let me see what I can come up with. Right, so this is the big one. The big boy. And if it was connected to, like, for example... Right, if I do it like that... It's too close. I mean, there's only one reason I'm trying to do it, and that's because I'm trying to get it connected. Right, forget all that then. We'll go with the small one. And I've got another idea. Is that the... No, that's not the small one. This is... That's the small one. Right, so if I place... Right, let's just take... Ooh, excuse me, boy. Take this off. Alright, delete this. Why won't it connect, like... Like how I want it to? Right, we do that. And like I said, it's a very small version. So we go with a 2-lane highway rather than the big highway to connect to it. And then we just do a simple connection off it then. So that could come in. Oh dear God. What is that monstrosity where we've just created? Right, we'll go with the 4-laner. Right, hold on. We'll fix this. I will fix it, don't worry. But just bear with me a second. Right, if I then... Who was your creator? Who did this to you? Oh yeah, it was me. That's the only downside with these roundabouts. Like these small ones when you upgrade them. They're that small when you do something like this. It becomes a monstrosity. Right, it's kind of a little bit better. It's kind of a little bit better. Let's just end it there. Right, we'll bring this down again. It's not going to be a crazy connection. It's just very simplistic, very simple, very easy. All that kind of good stuff. As simple as that. So we'll come back to here then. We probably will experience a lot of traffic around this to begin with. But we will fine tune it as time progresses. So turn off traffic lights pretty much all down this little boulevard here. There we go. Just to get it all simply moving. Turn it off there as well. And let's just pull into play mode then. So without doing any lane kind of adjustments, any lane dictation or telling things where they need to go, let's just see how they react to it. It's shocking beyond belief, but let's see how they react to it. That is the main thing we want to take from this. So we do have a lot of people crossing here, which would probably be ideal if they didn't cross over there to save us from, these traffic blunders. But then again, it happens everywhere, doesn't it? Right, let's turn off traffic lights all down this boulevard as well. Keep them flowing. I really want to see as well what the subway connections are like in this city. Well, and that's where we was. Turn off you. Because there's obviously not... I mean, I bet say there's obviously not very good public transport. There probably is really good public transport, but it's like... What seems to be the issue? Right. Subway line. There's one... there's one there. Okay. Now, if we added in another one... And we chose this one... To simply be here... Let's just go here. Because what that is it's kind of in the crossfire of this little park area. So if I got... Right, if I can. They can simply walk through and get to that subway line. So how much have I got? 130 something thousand. Okay. And then we'll just bring this kind of down and we'll do a slight turn. And then we'll add this on to the route. So at least they can get over to here and over to here via the subway line. So we'll see how that plays out. And if it will take any kind of stress off this whole little junction. But they seem to be using this right now. Seems to be going great. Right, let me check the challenge now. Traffic flow is at 62%, so it is going in the right direction. But we have played 8 weeks of the game already. Okay. This is fun. This is a lot of fun. Right, what's the death care like anyway? Because I know all those... Okay, we're okay. I know all those cemeteries are kind of emptying. Buildings emptying right now. Are they all emptying? I think they are. So what we'll do, we'll drop these regular crematoriums down. Just for now. See how that goes. Right. Let's solve the crossing issue here that we're going to be having. So with the path. All right, let's go up. So we create one across. All right, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get rid of some of these buildings. So we're going across by 6. By 6. I'll do it this way instead. By 6. By 6. Unfortunately, I've had to do that. Please don't hate me. It's something that we've had to do. Right, again, this is a very basic version of the crossing. Let's bring it down. There we go. And then what we say then on this junction is there's no crossing whatsoever. Now, it's only this one, well, that I've applied it to now, just to see how all the others kind of deal with it. If that makes sense. And I might want to apply it to many of the others, because these ones are going to get hit quite hard with them trying to cross. Same with these ones. So let's apply it to those as well. So, no crossing. We'll allow them to cross there. We might want to do something similar to there as well. And no crossing here and here. Just so we apply the crossing a little bit further up the road. Alright, we'll just kind of keep it to there. In that region. To allow the traffic to flow. And let's do some lane management on this. So let's try here then. So this one turns. That one goes straight. And that one does the right hand bend. Alright, let's do it from this side. That goes straight. That does the turn. That does the bend. Yeah. See how that goes. But there is so many people walking. So they seem to go down here, and then they feel like they're all going in this side, so it would also be beneficial then, right? To alright, bring that down by, well, let's just take it this way. Like that. Let's bring that there as well. So keeps them off this road altogether. They can walk straight down there. I don't know when they'll decide to use it. But hopefully they decide to use it. And that will be fairly interesting to see. Right, okay, so let's get serious now with this traffic. Let's get very serious with this traffic right now. Where was that going, by the way? Not too sure, but the power seems to be okay. Right, let's get very serious then. So let's take a look then. So we're now at 63%, so it is going in the right direction. But we do 100% need more of a flow. And what I'm getting confused with is what's parked cars and what isn't. Now we seem to have quite a bit of a backup or backlog over here. Does really nobody want to use this? It's kind of sad, isn't it? You would think that they are like ants walking around. So why wouldn't they use this? We'll give them some time. But yeah, like I said, we got like issues here. Now, why if I upgraded, like I've upgraded this road to like a 6-laner? Because this is a 4-laner at the moment. It's not always the best way to fix those kind of issues. But we do have a little bit of a backlog coming up right now. And we could really do with fixing them. Nobody wants to use this at all. I'm starting to feel like it's not connected. Right, let's try it again. Right, let's bring it down. Right, there we go. You cannot tell me that is then not connected. Because that is. Gloriously connected. Right, okay. So let's get serious with this traffic then. So let's see what would happen. Because I feel like we don't need it to a certain degree. Right, pause. But at the same time, we could do with needing it. So we upgrade all that. And it's pretty much, then it goes to 4 lanes there, which it's kind of fine. Connect that back up there. And it's only to make the traffic flow more. Has it dropped traffic lights here? I don't think it has. But we are waiting for traffic to kind of move along. You just want to take pressure off this whole junction. But where else do we have traffic? I mean, we have some traffic over here with the... and this is all just the cargo stuff right now. The industrial area. So we just take the traffic lights off from where they need to be, which is all good. Now, do I create this original connection? Because I feel like there's not a lot of pressure now on it, to be honest, is there really? There's not that much pressure being thrown on it, which is a good sign. It's a very good sign. Nobody wants to use that at all. My mind has been boggled to why nobody wants to use that connection. And everybody just pulls out on their own terms. It's kind of hilarious at the same time. So we have that little connection just there as well. We don't want traffic lights on the highway. Nor do we want any there. Right. Right. And then it's just simple stuff like then. Allowing the traffic to kind of back itself up to continue those flows. And we do the same here. And slowly but surely, they should get a moving. They should slowly get moving. Right then, so we'll allow that to simulate. Allow it to pass its time. Let's see where the other traffic issues lie. So we have a little bit up here too. Okay, so turn off all of that. It will also probably be beneficial. Nice job so far. Ooh, what have we done? Have we done something? Oh no, they were just giving us a bonus. I thought we'd done something there. We got 69% right now. It's going in the right direction. So this is where I now kind of suggest, do I return this into being the 4-lane road? And then we connect it up here and then just run a tram around in a loop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, boys? I think that might be an even better idea. So we'll go for a tram, or should we go for a monorail? Ho, now we're getting fancy with the monorail. But it's easy to do a tram with the connections and stops. So let's pause. And we'll do this kind of carefully and manually right now, just to make sure that we don't have any issues. But our big issue at the minute is the amount of pedestrians walking around on the streets. Now, if we can get them off the streets onto public transport, bonus. And that public transport of choice is going to be the tram line, which already got a few issues straight away, but that's nothing that we can't fix. And then we've got to now pick where this comes down. So if I do it there, it's the perfect little spot. Delete you. And delete you there. Perfect little spot. Nice little loop. Simple loop. An effective loop that we've got going down right now. And then we'll see how this turns out then. So public transport, when it comes to the trams, we need to get a little tram depot on the go. Where would be the best option for us with this? So I could squeeze it there, but there's a couple of parks up there. We could throw it down. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, there's a road that I didn't fully connect. There we go. Right, that is now the perfect loop. Right, let's actually get rid of this little building, or park there. So I'm squeezing the trams just there. They don't like it, but they're going to have to deal. Oh, wait. Do I have? Yeah, let me take that off. Oh, actually, it won't go there because there's a connection right there. Okay, that's a shambles. Right, okay, I'll just squeeze it in here. Yeah, I'll just throw it in. We'll just randomly pull it somewhere in the middle. Right, does it have water? Yes. Does it have power? No. Let's get some more residents moving in. And then we'll drop some stops down. Right, we're going this way then. So just every few stops, I'll place one down just for the sake of making it so accessible. I understand I don't need to place as many stops that I have right now, but I'm trying to make this tram line so accessible that they use it. And I'll mirror it on the opposite side. So like I said, hopefully it gets them off the streets and onto the trams. And there we go. Okay, we'll give that some time then to prevail and to sort itself out. Right, that is an issue at this point now, the trains. So let's just go for like an underground scenario. So there'll be nothing stopping the cars from getting out, getting in. Let me begin. So that's probably caused a little bit of issues for us now. Oh no, we're at 70%. So slow progress, but there's progress there. There is progress there. My next issue is I'm making all this progress with such a small population, and I've got to get another 10,000 people living here. So I've got to try and automate it as well. Get some more peeps moving in. Now, what if we took some pressure off this whole junction and created another one from this connection going straight down? That could be interesting. So let me pause it again now. So we'll go, yeah, from here. Now bring that one to about here. What we can also do then is create straight connection to this over here, which they're not going to like it. They are not going to like this. If I do that, we've got to fix this. We've definitely got to fix that. Okay, so let's delete a lot of this. Oh, I feel like we need that there for that power. And let's delete a little bit more. Alright, get this all connected up. Wow! I don't know how that happened, but it happened, and I'm not happy about that. Right, as ugly as that is, it's going to do the job. Right, something I didn't do on the last one. I was creating those turns there. Where's the last one? Here. There we go. That is still shocking. We'll get to it in just a moment. And the train tracks now. Let it go. So the trains can still approach and go to where they need to go. There's now another brand new connection on the far end of the city to get in and out of the area. There's a little kind of bypass cut through route that we got set up too. So over here, everyone who's coming down to do that turn can now possibly come down here to do that turn, if that makes sense. We'll see how it goes. It'll also be beneficial to get another metro system up and running too. But yeah, not bad. So let's have a little fast forward then. Get things moving, get things rocking and rolling. The first car enters this brand new little kind of intersection area. Still, we got cleaned up on R3 over here. Traffic is abysmal. It really is abysmal. We have backup issues over here, which, like I said before, it's not the ideal situation. So what if we went to hell with the roundabout at this point now? Because we don't really need the roundabout in this scenario. We just go simple and straight crossroads. Keeps it flowing. Like I said, does its job. Really does its job right now. Okay, so ways in which we can filter this back up then. So they're all pretty much trying to get into this area. So what if we killed off, just pause for a second, this road, As nice as that road is, and this road here, the only way to get into this area was via up here and this little section there. How would that change things at this point? Will we then see people start to use this finally? Or will they be then summoned to use public transport? Something they've never wanted to do before. We'll see. A lot of them will now walking down this. So walking down that is a lot easier than doing this. I feel like there's something wrong here, isn't there? There just has to be something wrong with this whole system, this whole connection, this whole setup right now. Something don't feel right. Aha, okay, now some of them are using it. So they will use it. But the amount of people using it is even scarier. It's like, why will they not use public transport? There's a heavy city ban. Nice. I think I'm going to throw on free public transport for the city. Where is it? I always forget where it is. There we go. Free public transport. Get them using the public transport network. I mean, the connection for this subway is over there. We need some better ones. Right, Metro. So we'll just create one there. And then we'll place... Seeing as they're walking anyway, one there. And then one up there. Okay, so... Let me just connect all these up first. Simple, easy routes. There we go. Nothing crazy, nothing to go home and scream about. Just simple. Utterly simple. Right. So we'll create a loop. A simple loop. It's not effective. It doesn't. It's if anything shocking. This loop. But it's a loop none the least that we are now creating. It's going to do its job. People will love it. And people will use it. To stop them from freaking walking everywhere. And getting them to where I want them to go. How dare you? Right, anyway, let's look at the challenge. So 73%, it's still going in the right direction, but we really do need to start thinking about our population. And now we're going for a death wave, which is more important than ever before. Where's the better crematorium that I have? That one has 250, but then this one has 800. But that one's really expensive. Right, it's more important than ever right now to kind of sort out this little death wave that we're going to be going through. Which we can't be going through this death wave, because it could mean us then losing this challenge. Right, there we go. Pull out those hearses, boys. Pull out those hearses. So where we originally had those road connections, I don't understand why we don't set up like little path connections there for like to benefit the trams that we had. And we are going to have to get rid of some of the buildings, unfortunately. So this little weird kind of crossover. But hopefully that's really beneficial as well. Now, the amount of people walking down has ridiculously reduced. Now we set up the metro system. And then hopefully the traffic will then follow. Hopefully the traffic will then follow. We've just got to figure out this situation, this scenario going on right now. I'm trying to get everybody in and out. So if I could turn this slightly. Everyone coming down this route is turning. They're going out whether they like it or not. And that's all this route is for. This is literally all this route is for right now. Is to get out of there, to kind of lay off the traffic slightly. So they will choose alternative routes like going up and down. Again, like I said, this is one of the only major routes into this shopping district area, which is not being that heavily used in terms of traffic. That backlog is now going, so we're going to start to then clear this backlog here. This is probably where then it's also ideal to create or use these roads. I don't know if... Okay, I can't bridge up that early, but I can bridge to there. If I bring it to there and straight down, we'll do one there. And one there as well. To create these little passovers, and then we can create like a little residential district around it. Simplistic, easy. The trains still go under, which is good. And it kind of gets rid of that backlog, in a sense. So our issue now then, 80% traffic flow, literally already done. But this is where we now go downhill, because now we're going to get the population up to 35,000. 35,000 we need to get the population at right now. So let's try our best here then. So let's try our best. So let's say we brought a road coming up here, and it went across by one, went across by one, went all the way up, went across by two. Right, I'll come up from this side. Okay, we'll do it like this. Right, simple, simplistic, does what it needs to do. I'm trying to get that, there we go. Does what it needs to do without causing many issues. They're passover routes for that area there. There's only one inlet road for this there. So we need to add in additional routes. Now we'll add one just here. So we'll see how this flies. It kind of semi has water, but let's kind of get the rest in. And then, yeah, let's see how this goes, how it reacts. To being over in this side. Alright, let's take that chunk there. I'm sure they're going to need power, right? Or is the power, you know, the power seeps over. So, yeah, it creates those two inlet and outlet routes just there. Which kind of gets away from this area over here and over there. To ease up on the traffic slightly. So we just kind of then wait for the people to move in. Again, we need to get 35,000 people living here. Which might not seem like a lot, but it kind of is a lot. It really is. But if we continue like roads like this going down, and then, you know, simply every so often, there are these little cut downs. So this is good for the lower residential kind of area, to add in some more population. Now, because this area is not very good in terms of infrastructure, this is where we do keep the low residential peeps in. Need a bit of power. There we go. So you can now see that we're getting the traffic coming in for this area. But once it's in, it should then be semi-settled. We'll create paths for it as well, because they're going to really need to rely on the public transport network. So like creating little crossovers there, they can simply just walk in that direction, get onto a tram or cross over here, and still don't want to use this one. They still don't want to use this one. So you might see a few peeps you start using that one. Okay, so I bet you our traffic has now flow's gone down. It's still at 80%. What is it actually at? 73. Wait, 73. Oh wait, once we hit it, does it just class as that we've hit it? That we've hit it? I think so. Okay, I think so. Okay, with that said, then, let's build upon all there. Add some peeps in here. Get some more lower residential here, here, here. Fill them up to that area there. Where else are they not in? There's a little gap there. It's not being fulfilled. And that will slowly start moving everybody in as well. And then at this point, I might as well just add them all around, which should continue to move them in. I mean, now literally over 5,000 away. Over 5,000 away from getting everybody moved in. We got good transport links right now. Traffic flow, has it now gone back up? Okay, up to 84%. It's gone back up now. Now everyone's like technically moved in, which is perfect. Junctions are doing really, really well too. We need more power. So I think we're going to drop one of those garbage plants down. We'll place it all the way out here. That will give us some extra power when they start collecting garbage. But until then, we'll do a few little extras. No, which is more. Up to 20, up to 8. So this one's up to 20. But what's going to give us power? I mean, I could literally just drop another oil plant down. Just for now. We're now experiencing another another death wave. They just love coming, these little death waves. They just love appearing out of nowhere and then giving us trouble. Right, let's continue this road going down. And we'll use these roads to create the lanes. Like that. Now, I need 4,000 more people. Is this a 4,000 population area? That is the question. It could be. It could not be. Time will tell us. We're now fighting a death wave, but we kind of cheating the system to get this done. Cheating the system. Right, up to 32,000 right now. So what's a death like? It's actually not that bad. The capacity for the deceased as well is not that bad. How many of them are dying? It's not that one. Population here. It's not that bad. I think the game's been a little bit dramatic. I think the game's been a little bit dramatic, guys. Please, calm down. So I don't want to use this, so I'm going to get rid of it. I'll get rid of it for now. It is what it is. So why don't we bring your stands there just to kind of mirror match it, because it looks a bit weird if I don't. And then bring that down. There we go. But also, guys, we're about to cross 35,000 residents into the city any minute now. And I believe we're done. We have won the scenario. There we go. How cool is that? So we'll continue playing anyway, guys. We've actually now just done that little challenge. We got over 80% traffic flow, 35,000 residents. Took us 65 weeks in-game to do it. And that's not too bad if you ask me. I would check the traffic flow right now, but now we got a lot of people moving in. It's not going to be the best. It's not going to be the best at all. So I don't want to check it just yet. Or should I? You know what we'll do? We'll check it. It's 75% in the minute, but that is because there's a lot of people moving into the city right now. So we just got to give them some time to actually get in to see how it goes. So we actually done it. We're actually done it right now, guys. We've done that little challenge. It was pretty cool. If you guys did enjoy this, then make sure you smash that like button down below. If you want to see more challenges like this in the future, let me know in the comment section too. If you've got any on the workshop you want me to check out, hook me up by linking them to them on Discord or Twitter. Just send me a link to them, guys. I'll check them out. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, guys, we'll fast forward it. I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.